Welcome back, Bandana Canic again. This is going to be a quick little talk. I actually have a few of these in. It's starting to drive me nuts. So, this is just an example of what not to do. I make these videos to try to help you people know your limits. So, a customer brings this in, says it won't stay running for more than a few minutes and dies. Well, I don't have to do much. I can look at it and already see things that are wrong. And I'm going to show you what something simple at one point in time turns into a $200+ bill. This mower ain't even worth that. So, I could show you a little bit how these work. These mowers have an auto choke system which runs off the muffler. See that little thing there? When the muffler gets hot, it'll move a rod that moves, it's supposed to move this bar here. But as you see, they have it redneck engineered with a bolt. That's not supposed to be there. That rod needs to be there. There's springs missing on top. This is what the top of that thing's supposed to look like. And then, it also looks like they threw a cheap old Chinese ignition coil on it. So, basically this guy has to get a new carburetor, the rod, and of course, people love to take care of their air filters, but carburetor on this thing like $40 something. That choke rod is stupid like $15. Air filter is probably $12 or something, and then my labor. And this is all could have been avoided if he just would have put his tools down. But a lot of you guys suffer from Tinkeritis and cost yourself money. And this guy's going to be upset, I already know, when I tell him how much. Because, well, also, like I said, that ignition coil, he messed something up when he did that. Because when you release the safety handle to make it shut down, it won't. Maybe I'll try to show you. I can get it to run. You gotta take that stupid screw out. Let me see here. And if you're wondering what I just did, I choked the air out from the carburetor to get it to shut off. So, on top of that, what was it, like 40, 50, 60, so about $65, $70 in the parts. And then my labor. Also, I'm going to have to figure out why this thing won't shut off, which likely he probably forgot to put the wire on the ignition coil or something with the safety mechanism in the back. I do not know. I'm not going any further because the customer already needs a bunch of work. And if I sit here and diagnose everything and then he decides he doesn't want to have it done, well, unfortunately, the minimum is so cheap here. We end up losing money that way. And like I said, this business that I work for is already going under. So I'm trying to help it out. I found that stuff out. I know there's something going on there, but if he doesn't even want to do all that, because that's going to be, like I said, almost a few $100s once you get parts and labor and other stupid fees that she puts on there. But yeah, the customer, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, like, if something doesn't work and then they just start removing pieces and then making other stuff stay in a place they know it's not supposed to stay at by holding it with bolts. I just don't understand the thinking. It came from the factory working, correct? So why do you think you need to start removing stuff and holding stuff in place that wasn't like that from the factory? Because you think you're smarter than the factory? And now you cost yourself, probably $150. And I mean, yeah, mowers are expensive now, but I mean, this thing probably hasn't had a maintenance in a while. I mean, you could tell by the air filter it hasn't. So I would guess it probably needs a blade. Yeah, the blade's pretty shot. So you just start ticking up dollars for something that was probably simple. Like, the fact that all that stuff's removed and there's a new coil on there just tells me he didn't know what the heck he was doing. Because even there's supposed to be a cover here. It's just completely gone. So, just a word of advice. I want you guys to try to do stuff, but if you don't know, just stop. Take it to somebody. And definitely don't think you're smarter than how it comes from factory and think you can just start removing a bunch of stuff or cutting wires and think you're going to be in good shape. You're just not. A lot of times when it comes to the electrical, if people start cutting stuff, I won't even touch it. Either you go back to factory, we'll get a new wiring harness, or take it somewhere else. Anyways, that's the talk for today. Have a good one.